Anyways, I've told y'all before I even started back with my channel and everything, that I will not deal with disrespect. You know, I don't want sexual comments made towards my body. I don't want catcalling. I just deleted someone simply because they were sitting there commenting on my body. You know, these like nice buns, or like, when are you gonna go braless? I'm like, I don't know who the hell they are. They're not hurting my feelings. They're not getting a rise out of me. I simply deleted them and blocked them from hearing them. And I suggest all do the same when it comes to those in your life that, come at you like you're a piece of trash and all that. When somebody sits there and comments, I don't care if they're male or female, and they sit there and comment on my body like, oh, you got nice boobs, or don't put a bra on, or do this or that. They're trying to use me like a tissue. It's like picking up a tissue, blowing your fucking nose on it, or spooging all over it, and I'm just done with that. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to respond to that. I'm just going to fucking block it because it's not worth responding to. And that's the level I've gotten to, is I'm not going to respond to trolls. Now, I will sit there and, respond to, maybe helpful comments, or, probably not, because those that are watching me have no love for me or care for me. I know this completely. However, I'm a light, and I'm putting my light out there in love for those that are lost in darkness. I'm not trying to convert anybody or change y'all's minds or argue or debate or try to make you better, because I don't give a fuck. When it comes to the inhabitants of the world, I am just a light. However, I would prefer just a match to be struck, to dump the fuel out, and just to flick that flame and let it all go up in flame. So to all those that comment in, a perverted way or whatever, I have nothing for you. And if you were on fire, I would not piss to put you out. And that's just the truth of it, because you don't deserve it. Anyways, there's one spirit keeps on wanting to be heard because they feel like they got kind of like a bum rap, because they sit there and had a one night stand and got an STD, like a viral, they contracted HIV. And I heard the story, and this is what I have to say to them. Okay, you got exactly what you wanted. They had went over to, a vacation spot. They basically, fucked somebody that was working at the little vacation spot overseas. They didn't care for the person that they screwed. They just wanted a one-night stand and it to be part of their vacation package. So they used that person just like they were trash, and once they were done, they throw them away. Look, if you move just to use somebody else, then you get exactly what you want. Anytime that I've been intimate with others or whatever, I wanted a connection. There was love there. But if you go about in sexual experiences just to use somebody, you have no love for them, then yes, you open your body, which is your temple, up to receive the devils and demons you call to. And you get exactly what you fucking deserve. I ain't judging, I ain't condemning. You reap what you fucking sow, and I don't feel sorry for that. Am I judging or condemning? No. If someone had, a sexually transmitted disease, I wouldn't judge them. I wouldn't, want them close to me, because they are, a parasite. And you can heal yourself from, sickness, cancers, blood disorders. You can heal yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. You can heal all that is you. But first, it has to be a change of heart. And you have to sit there and open yourself up to receive the heart of Christ, which is love. I ain't spouting no religion. It's simply letting love and changing yourself with self-discipline. You know, just because you have an itch doesn't mean you have to go out and scratch that itch. You know, with my mom, she's always, she's gotten better at it, but she had to scratch that gambling itch. Okay, every time you feed that itch, it's going to come back and as a disease to your body because you're not moving in love. You're not growing. And if you don't move in your life experience with love, then you bring corruption onto your body. And that's what I say out there. That's why I block all those little, those that make those, they're called trolls. They're box trolls because all they do is they live in a box and they comment and they harass others because they ain't got nothing else better to do. But when you do that kind of thing, it just bounces off that screen and comes right back to you. So, when I move, in any environment, I try to move in love, and with purpose. It's not, I want to move in love because I want to grow in love. I want a heavenly environment around me. And when something disrupts my heavenly environment or comes to destroy or brings chaos, then I take it out. Like, there's a bunch of little beetles out there, and they were all over this buttercup plant. So basically what I did is I killed a bunch of them. I took my natural herbicide or whatever it's called, and I sprinkled it all around the garden. I don't really like putting it on plants because I know they don't want that on there, so I sprinkled it around the ground. And I also took some rock salt and I sprinkled it around my garden, and I told the demons to be gone. And I squished them, and that's what I'll do with, I don't care what kind of being they are. I don't care if they look like me. I don't care what they look like, what they sound like, what they are. If they come against my garden, I will destroy them. I will kill them. I will burn them, drown them, whatever it takes, so that way I can have peace of mind, peace in heart, peace in body, peace in spirit, so I can grow in soul. So I will take out my enemy that come against me. I will have no enemies because I will destroy them. You know what's good for your body? Milk is good for your body. It helps, it brings calcium, it's good for the skin, the bones, and it's good all around. Put good things into your body. And that's even when you're sitting there watching something on your device, whatever device it may be, when you're listening to something, when your spirit is connecting to something, let it be of goodness, of love, let it be of humor. Let it be of growth in some way. If you laugh at it and it might seem weird or crazy to other people, then whatever. But don't bring to yourself, to your spirit, your body, your mind, your heart, what is bad, because it will destroy you. It will destroy your body, which is your temple. Walk in goodness. Like, when you get up every day, put your best foot forward to walk in goodness. Do something good. Get up, put something good into your body. I love my coffee, okay? I have a little cream, sugar. It's not bad for my body, okay? It's in goodness because I enjoy my cup of coffee. And then I have a breakfast, usually of eggs because that's what we have. And if I have anything else, then I'll put that into my body. Vitamins, I want goodness and I want to feel good about myself. You know, I don't look at pornography or images to stimulate sexual thought. I don't do it because that is wrong in all you do. Because when you sit there and go to other people's windows and peer in, all you are doing it is for sexual stimulation, for fleshly, lustful gratification. And when you do that, your demons will come back to you, plus the demons that they have surrounding them. I don't do that, and I don't invite those to me. Even the spirits are what I call ghosts, because I don't invite them to me. They'll start talking to me, and then they'll start giving excuses, or, you know, they wish they hadn't done that. They start living in regret or whatever, and I just tune them out, because I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter what you say. It's how you move forward each day, how you present yourself, how you discipline yourself, how you move in love or how you don't move in love. So I don't want to hear somebody's fucking excuses or crying over spilt milk of what happened. I don't care if they feel bad of, you know, their actions in the past. I don't care, because that does nothing for me, and I'm not interested in humoring them in that. I'm like, whatever, go the fuck on. If you live in regret, that means you're not doing your best in your present time. You're too busy wallowing in self-pity. Because wallowing in self-pity and misery is not helping that other person. You're just trying to make yourself feel better by feeling bad by your actions. That doesn't accomplish anything. If you feel bad and you regret what you've done to others, then you need to sit there and get off your ass and do something to make amends. Either, you know, call them up and say you're sorry, or, you know, you can sit there and make a donation or retribution. You can help that person. You can send something anonymously. And there's lots of things. People are in need. So if you hurt somebody, then fucking, you know, you could make a gift. You know, you could send a gift card. There's lots of things you could do besides wallowing in self-pity. And, you know, when the spirits come to me, they're always trying to drag me down. They're always, you know, crying about something or playing victim, because they want me to have pity on them, so I'll, you know, overlook what they did in the past. And I was like, I'm not going to overlook that. You know, you're forgiven for that, but I'm not going to overlook that. And I'm not going to invite a predator in my life to prey upon me in a different way. Don't let those predators back into your life that are just, you know, trying to feed you a sob story like they're sick or their house crumbled down or whatever. Say, you know what? You reap what you sow. You know, you can be helpful, you can be kind, but you don't have to let them drain your energy anymore or take anything from you. I'm not. Like, when it comes to people in my past, I'm like, I'm not inviting them in. I'm not being for them. I already was for them, and they pissed all over me. So I'm tired of hearing from those ghosts and those spirits. I've told them over and over again, I don't give a fuck. I don't got no fucks to give. I walked away from that a long time ago, and I never had fucks to give. I had love to give. I didn't try to fuck over others. I did treat some people like they treated me, and then I was like, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I playing their game? Because it only brought me down. It didn't hurt them. You know, when you sit there and do as others do, they relish in it. Because then they can sit there and condemn you and judge you as you move just as like they do. And that's what they want. They want someone to mirror them so they can point, so they don't have to sit there and look at themselves. Okay, I don't point at other people. I don't talk about their business, because I don't care. You know, I have love to give, but I'm not going to sit there and point at other people, because when I'm pointing at other people, I'm not taking care of my own business. You know, I'm neglecting myself in some way. So I would rather just, you know, look at myself and go, Wendy, what are we going to do today? You know, how are we going to make our, you know, our mind better, our body better, our spirit better? You know, how are we going to go about in heart? You know, what are we going to do to be a light unto this world, but also not have this world drain our energy and take advantage of us, you know, because it does. It just totally sucks you dry. No, you know, as I work hard and, you know, try to reap a good harvest, there are things in this world that come against me to try to take it away. So, you know, that's what, with this video, with making videos and trying to be a light unto the world and happen to others, there are those of darkness that will, you know, come against me to try to take that away, and I'm not going to allow it anymore. You know, I took down videos where they were all perverted and they were drawn to, but when it comes to, you know, when I'm dressed modestly and I'm, you know, I'm totally speaking from the spirit and from the heart and giving of wisdom, you know, from my life experiences, I'm not going to let them bring me down anymore or let them get to me. I'm just going to block them. Because basically what they are is just ghosts. They're juvenile, you know, they're miserable in life, so they go about trying to make other people miserable. I'm not miserable like that. I get depressed, you know, I get uncomfortable, I get distressed, but I'm not miserable. I don't want to invite people to me. You know, if they want to be for me and love me and be kind and, you know, all that, that's fine. Yes, I welcome love, but when it comes to misery, I don't invite that to me. At all. And anyways, today I finished up my mom's garden box. I worked really hard on it. And of course it does need some little tweaks here and there, you know, to make it more visually appealing. However, it is completely squared off and sound that it's not going anywhere. And I was pretty proud of that. It drained me. It did. Just working on that project drained me, you know. And I've just been tired. Of course, I've been non-stop. So today I finished what I did. I, you know, took my bath, you know, washed myself to get all the sawdust and dirt off, and then I just kind of relaxed. And then, you know, it just seems like I've been asleep most of the day, and I got up and I went and filled my cooler up with some water, brought it down here, and I watered, you know, my garden, and I massacred some bugs that were way too close to my tomatoes, and so I killed off as many as I could because I saw them on another plant and they just eat it up, and I'm like, no, I don't invite bugs to me. And that's what I say is, like, I don't invite bugs to me. I'm not for all that. And I want to tell a ghost something that was from my past, and it keeps on trying to send me messages through mediums and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, saying that they're the man I love, and they're sorry, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? You're not the man I love. I just love others. However, there's not anybody from my past that, you know, I'm waiting for at all. Because I move forward. You know, I want love, heaven, unity, respect, honor, you know. And what I had in the past was nothing but trash, because that's how they treated me, was like trash. So I just tossed that away and said, you know what, I'm moving forward to better things. And I thought I'd just address that straight up. Any man that comes across my video or was watching me, because I might have been intimate with them, or I might have came across them or something, know that you're not who I want to be with. If I wanted to be with you, I'd be with you. And that's just the truth. I would have stayed in that situation. I'm not going back to those graves. I don't even visit those graves. I'm not looking at y'all. You know, it's not. And all y'all idiots with fake names and shit like that online, I'm not amused by it. You know, just because you're faceless online and perversion and going about in darkness, you are seen exactly where you are. And I don't care, you know, how you think you're so sneaky and whatever. You're not sneaky. You're the wife you have, the girlfriend you have, she knows. Believe me. When I don't care if it's a woman. Okay, when you're cheating on someone and they love you and they're connected by heart and mind and stuff, like, they know. They know. You can't get away with that. You're not sneaky. They know that you don't love them, and they're preparing themselves for that separation. And that's what I did with my ex-husband, and that's what I've done with relationships and stuff. I knew. And what I would do is I would just prepare myself to leave the situation and how I was going to leave that situation. And I'm not a vindictive, manipulative person, so when I left the situation, I didn't try to, you know, wipe them out. But that's not the case for other people because, you know, in the heat of the moment, especially if they're brokenhearted, they will destroy you in all ways possible. And this is the darkest hour in this world. So I suggest to all those that are sleeking around in darkness and being cheaters and liars and thieves, you're in the darkest hour, and there is no mercy or grace right now. You will be taken out. You cut your own throat. And when you invite devils and demons to you, you will get fucked. It's not a pleasant experience like y'all think it is. Y'all will get exactly what you call for, but you won't like what you call for. You know, I don't invite hell to me. I'm just a light for others, and that's what I say to the devils, demons, spirits, whatever you are, whatever you label yourself as, you know. I'm not interested in being a part of that bullshit. I'm not going to cater to it. I'm not going to sleep with it. I'm not here to do as the Romans do. I'm not here to build up in the societies of men. I'm not here to crawl on my belly as the snakes do. And I know all those beings that once were, you know, they try to show me who they once were, but they're not that image anymore. They're bugs, they're, you know, microscopic organisms, you know, they won't let go of their past lives. They don't want to see themselves for who they are, so they come to me in false pretenses. I'm just not interested. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you got an STD. I don't care. You reap what you sow in this world. I don't care if you were crucified on a cross for a cause. You reap what you sow. I don't feel sorry for anybody. I don't think that's a just cause. You know, just because you sit there and, you know, might do a charity, you know, might go build houses, you do all this stuff, that doesn't make up for the shitty behavior you had before. If you sit there and hurt someone and broke their heart and treated them like trash, just because you sit there and go to 10 people and do goodness, you know, good things for them, good intentions, you don't make up for that shitty behavior that you did. You're not forgiven. The gates of heaven just don't fucking open up for you just because you did good intentions and good deeds for others. You know, as for me and my garden, the only one that's going to be for me in my garden are those that are around being for me. I don't give a fuck what they're doing for others. You know, I'm glad that they're going about and being a light, and, you know, they're not doing it in love, they're doing it to be redeemed, but that does nothing for me, and I'm not impressed by that. You know, if you want to feed the homeless, good. You know, I've given out plenty of food to those that were hungry in different situations. I don't brag about it or think I'm anything good because of it. I did it simply because I know what it's like to be hungry, you know, and I don't want to see others hungry. It wasn't to sit there and go, well, I did this, I'm such a good fucking person, and I deserve heaven. No, that's not how it works. In this world, you do unto others as you would have done unto you. That doesn't make you a good person. That just means you do unto others as you would have done unto you. You're helpful and kind, and then so will you be given kindness, and others will come to help you. You know, when you go about in good intentions, then you will reap good intentions from others. That doesn't open fucking heaven. You want heaven, then you build a heaven about you in heart. You want to sit there and be reconciled. You know, you want to make peace with that person you love, but then you simply open up the communication for it, and you go in truth, you go in love, you go in spirit, you go in body. I'm done with all this bullshit. And I want to be left alone now by the stupid fucking ghosts that sit there and try to show me what they did in their life experiences and try to come back, because I'm not fucking pressed. You know why? Because they didn't do it for me. They didn't want me involved in their life experiences. They're at the end of their fucking road. They're, you know, regretful. They're prideful, you know, they're playing victim, and I'm not interested in that bullshit. Leave me the fuck alone. That's all I gotta say. You had your life experience, go to your death. Don't drag up your bullshit to my door. I'm not interested, because you don't bring anything good. Now, if you have goodness to bring to my door, then come on. But other than that, I don't want to hear a piss poor story. I don't give a fuck. You know, all those sad stories, all what you can do, big deal. This is just life experience. Who are you after you finish your life experience? So what? You can grow a garden. So can I. So what? I've, you know, walked in the mountains. I've been here and there. So what? That's not impressive. You know, if it's not impressive. Life experience is just to grow. To learn, to gain. It's just an experience. It's like, you know, if you compare it to human, it's like going through grade school. We all go through it. Maybe if you don't, but you experience that, so it's not a big fucking deal. You can't sit there and say, oh, I went to first grade. Well, big fucking deal, so did a lot of other people. It's just an experience in life. You know, just because you sit there and develop cancer doesn't mean everybody should stop and cater to your ass. Okay, there's a reason why you're rotting on the inside. A big reason. And just because on the outside you seem, you know, like you're a good person on the outside, you seem alright, that doesn't mean you are. And that's what I say to all those out there. If they're having health issues, cancers, heart attacks, whatever, they brought it upon themselves. Be kind, as you would want to be given kindness during your illnesses and stuff, but stop rolling over for those people and acting like you should sit there and be their doormat or their servant or their fucking nurse or whatever and do all this shit for them because they have an illness. So I say to those spirits that come to me and try to tell me all this stuff, I don't care. You know, you want to be healed, then it's a long road to recovery. You have two choices in life. You can either continue down the path you went down and continue to get sicker, which leads to hell and death, because you will grow sicker, you'll suffer more, and you'll go to those doctors, they'll feed you prescriptions, they'll tell you what you want to hear, because they make money off of it. Or you can straighten your shit up. You can eat better. You can live better every day to be disciplined. You can grow in spirit. You can grow in heart. You can be repentive of that behavior. Not in pity of yourself, but repentive and look at it in truth. Say, I know what I did was wrong. I understand that my behaviors and habits led up to this point. But you can always turn to do the best you can. That's what I do. Believe me, I had behaviors and habits that led to my death. It was a different kind of death, but it led to death, okay? And I kept as I move forward from that, I still, it was a battle to let go of certain habits. The smoking went away, the trying to, have another person in my life went away, because I realized, the relationships I had, were trying to have, were for the wrong reasons. I wasn't really trying to use people. I was just trying to establish myself in the world. Let's say that. It wasn't to use. I just wanted somebody there to, be for me and I be for them, but it was for the wrong reasons. I was forcing myself to try to live a life I did not want. And when I walked away from that, I stopped getting so sick, And then as I walked away from, all the BS, the chains that held me down, and I started walking my own path and walking with my own heart, mind, my body, my spirit, so did I heal. But that doesn't mean it wasn't easy. It was like fucking boot camp. Believe me, I lived in a fucking van. That wasn't easy shit. Even though I made it as comfortable as possible, I insulated my van, I built a bed in there, I had my clothes, I had it going on. A lot of people were jealous because they didn't have it going on like I did. They were on the streets and whatever, but I used my resources to build myself up in a certain way that I would be comfortable. But it wasn't easy. It's not easy taking baths in freaking parks, bathrooms, or bathing in a creek, or that shit's not easy. But it made me stronger. I persevered through that. I took on work and jobs. Some of it I got screwed the fuck over. They denied me of my pay even though I worked. But it made me stronger and it made me smarter. And I learned that in this world, that if you just let go of those people that try to, don't try to fight them, because it's not going to end well. So you just walk away. And the more you walk away from devils and demons and stop playing their damn game and stop trying to work for them or be for them, you gain your freedom and you gain insight and growth into the spiritual world. When you walk away from all that feeds you fears, like churches, politicians, family ties that feed you fears, you start gaining clarity, wisdom, growth, independence, and you start being happy. But when you sit there and do as the world around you does, even though you know it's wrong, yes, you're going to reap sickness, you're going to reap disease, you're going to reap despair, depression, you're going to get hurt, chaos is going to come, disorganization. When you invite those things and you know they're wrong, then that's going to come. Just because you're in a group of individuals and they're all doing the exact same fucking thing and you decide you can do the exact same thing and you know it's wrong, you're going to pay the price. You might not see other people paying the price, but you will. It's because you're trapped in an illusion and a delusion of demons, devils, and spirits around you. I don't know what all they are, but they trap you in like what I call a glass jar, and they teach you to act like they do, they teach you to talk like they do, walk like they do, think like, just be as they are, and it's wrong. So it traps you in a jar, and then all your energy, all your life starts being sucked out by those beings. They trick you. And that's what the internet is for. Those porn sites, those, those people that tell you how to grow a certain way or be a certain way. No, always look for truth, always double check the facts. If it sounds like, oh yeah, that could be great, double check yourself. Double check what they say. I've come across so many times where you don't know the truth, and if the truth isn't apparent, then dig a little bit deeper. Go a little bit deeper into that rabbit hole. Say, no, I'm not going to take this at face value, and go a little bit deeper. Because in this world, the darkness is trying to eat you all the time. It's trying to bring you down all the time. And if you're a light, then you need to be a light and walk independently until that door opens up for you to be surrounded by love, or to walk with another that is love, that is heart. Don't stop. Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. Keep on going. Yeah, I mean, keep on going. Don't stop. Don't sit still in crowds. You know, don't do as the Romans do. Don't feel sorry for yourself when you get shooken up. Just go, okay, I reap what I sow. I'm going to do better. I have failed countless times, over and over again. And you know, but instead of crying in the mud and the muck, I crawled back up, and I got back up. And that's all I can do, and that's all any can do until you reach your door. Is just keep on going. Be about heaven, your heaven, not other people's versions of it. I'm about my heaven. Because my heaven, I see a beautiful garden, you know, I see meek animals, you know, I see unity, respect, honor, you know, gloriousness, beautiful sounds, you know, beautiful feeling, just wonderfulness. And that's what I walk, and that's what I go towards. So to those spirits and ghosts and stuff like that, that, you know, from my past, I'm just done. Done. Stop coming at me. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care if you're a nurse. I don't care if you're this. I don't care if you got $1 million. I don't give a shit. I don't care about what you experienced in your life, because I wasn't there. I don't want to talk about it. Peace. Adios. Sayonara. Aloha, which means hello and goodbye. It's over.